O CEO da Scania, o Levin, ele disse em entrevista exclusiva, que é o CNN Money, que o momento de expansão da China é relevante. Ele comentou sobre isso, falou também sobre a importância do Brasil para a empresa. Vamos ouvir.
I would like to ask you, how big is Brazil to Scania? Why is this country important to the company, first of all? Why is this special?
Well, first of all, it is our biggest market by far in the world. A good year like 2024, we managed to deliver almost 20,000 trucks here. That's more than double what we do in our second biggest market, which would typically be one of our markets in Europe, so France, Germany, UK. But another reason it's important is it is our second industrial hub in the world, where we have the complete value chain present. So we're not selling trucks here, we're not servicing trucks here, we're doing all of that, plus develop, manufacture, deliver trucks and buses to customers in Brazil and in Latin America.
So you're big in Europe, you're big in Latin America, and now you're going to be big in China. I heard that you have good news in 2026 in Hugao. It's a new plant, or Scania's new plant. It's the first one totally independent from Chinese, from joint venture partners. And asking from a strategic CapEx perspective, how does the group justify such a massive investment in China in a moment of overcapacity we're seeing in China and also an aggressive price wars there? How do you justify this kind of place?
That's a very good question, and let me start by saying that the success we have in Europe and the success we have in Latin America is very much built on the business model where we have an industrial establishment close to the market, meaning that we can deliver tailor-made products with short lead times. We could never do that in Asia. So when we look to expand and we need capacity, we saw that we need to have our third leg in Asia. And then you quickly go to China because it is the single biggest market. And yes, you're right. For us, 2025 was an important year. We had a grand opening in October. It's a huge investment. It's more than 2 billion euro that we have invested there. It was a fantastic opportunity that we could go without a joint venture partner, so we could do it the Scania way. We could draw the learnings from Europe, from Brazil, to build an optimized industrial machine. And now we're going. And 26 is really the year when we're ramping up, and to us will be the proof if, as you ask, we can justify this massive investment in CapEx into China. But I want to add that it's not just about capacity, our business model, etc. We also are in China to train. We think of China as a fitness center. I think there is no question to your viewers that China has a capability to develop and industrialize at a very, very high pace. And we want to be part of that system because we believe if we can train there with the best, we will also be competitive in the rest of the world once the Chinese are coming there also in our industry. We see that in many other industries, how this is creating very, very competitive companies. And I think if you want to learn, if you really want to coach with the best, you need to be in their home turf, which in this and in our case is China. So there are many good reasons for us to be there now.
And even though we have lots of barriers in China, it's an enticing market. Why does it happen only now, 2025, 26, due to Scania? It's 70 years old in Brazil, if I don't mistake myself?
Yeah, we're more than 70 years old in Brazil. We are 60 years in China. But China, the difference was that China we had to import with very high barriers. We got the chance 5 years ago now, almost 6 years ago, we got a chance to actually acquire a license without a joint venture partner. And we had been waiting for many, many years. And then when we had the chance to do this in China, the Scania way, we went for it. So it's just, we could have done this 10 years ago if we would have gotten an approval. But back then, the Chinese legislation did not allow for a wholly owned foreign entity investment in our sector of heavy commercial vehicles.